So I really had to do a video, because if I can save one life, it would be worthwhile. So that Camaro that you saw was at a car meet, told people he was going to do a high-speed flyby, and then you got the usual thing, tons of people standing by the side of the road. He flies by 140 miles per hour, hits another vehicle not related to the racing.
Look at the wreck captured on a witness's cell phone cam. In the video, you see a yellow Camaro speed by, then crash into another driver. That impact sending the second car straight into a crowd of onlookers on the sidelines. One man was killed. 2 others, believed to be teenage boys, also in the crowd, were severely injured.
County Sheriff's Office says 35-year-old Roger Glover was killed at the scene. Family members say Glover was visiting from New Jersey. He was just in Houston celebrating a friend's birthday. They had stopped at the car meet because they loved cars. And now the family is heartbroken to hear that Roger did not come home Monday morning.
Including 2 teenagers. KPRC2's Vincent Crivelli is live at the courthouse in downtown with the very latest. Vince, good morning.
Andy, good morning. Today's hearing was focused on Mock's bond amount and conditions. 22-year-old Andrew Mock is accused of causing a street racing collision which killed 3 innocent bystanders, 35-year-old Roger Glover and 2 teenage brothers, 14-year-old Fabian Hoisington and 16-year-old.
Loses control and slides into multiple people. This was in northwest Houston. There's the car that did the flyby and hit all those people. Guys, you know, we as car enthusiasts and motorcyclists, we love cars and bikes, and many of us love speed. We go to these car events, and sometimes people get a little bit things can get out of control. I mean, typically it's just burnouts, and people try to drive away, you know, show off in their cars, rev up the engine, that type of thing. That can be dangerous as well, and people have been hit in those situations. I haven't seen people killed, but certainly hit and injured even from the slower speed. You know, 0 to 30, something like that. You know, you'll have a car fishtail or something and then hit a crowd. And you see these things happen on the track and off the track as well, where there's some kind of somebody's going to be driving by fast, and you got a ton of people. They line up on the street or on the side of the track, and for some reason I don't understand. I mean, after all the incidents we've seen, how many people have gotten hurt, and just using a bit of common sense. I mean, if you're going to be anywhere near these vehicles that are going fast or doing burnouts or anything like that, there's always a chance that they can lose control. And if they lose control, you versus a vehicle, 3,000 pound, 4,000 pound vehicle, you're going to lose. Whenever I've been anywhere near anything like this, I am always on edge. I don't care whether it's burnouts or whatever. I mean, even just being near a highway or a you know, one of the faster roads, you know, even 45 mile per hour road, if I'm standing on the side, I'm cognizant of where I stand, right? You don't want to be on the outside of a turn, for example. So you've got to think about these things. I think one of the things I would definitely advise you, if you go to anything like this, choose where you stand wisely, and be prepared to make a decision whether you feel safe or not, and to leave if you don't feel safe where you are. Don't stick around and feel uncomfortable and don't have a plan and then get yourself hurt. The guy who hit these people has a manslaughter charge and also, well, 2 manslaughter charges because the second person died as well. And then the third one will be assault with a deadly weapon type of charge as well. And I believe he was a younger kid, and I don't know the person's age. Let's say 19 years old. I mean, first of all, obviously the worst is for the people who lost their lives. But even for the guy who hit these people, I know people don't care about that person, but still, I think it's valid or worthwhile to consider what that person has done to their life. Imagine this is a 19-year-old who's going to end up in jail until they are 30 years old, 35 years old, right in their prime years. Maybe they just started their career, just graduated from college, or looking forward to their future. And to lose that time, be smart, guys. Be smart, be smart. Don't stand by the side of the road like that. Stand somewhere where there's something that you can, shield yourself if something happens.
If they pull through and survive, as we all hope they do, he will still face 2 other charges of reckless aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, in this case a vehicle, for each of those. So that's the briefing. But as I said in the open, this is the ultimate outcome. We've all known it for a long time. Sheriff Gonzalez had a lot of foresight in putting together a task force specifically to go after these type of individuals who take over intersections, who go forward and take over our streets and parking lots, and not only put themselves in danger, but put the people who come to watch it in danger. And that's exactly what we saw here tonight. These individuals that are deceased or in grave condition were here voluntarily to watch these type of actions with cars. But it doesn't mean that they needed to die. We've got to stop this. And so because of the sheriff's task force and our close work with it, we're re-upping our efforts after this. We're going forward even more.